Guys, Charisma here. I just decided to make a little video, which just I want to say it's like a haul slash review. All right, so I know many of you guys have pretty much heard of Jewel Mint, Shoe Mint, Home Mint. Is it an Intimate? I think there is. But I mean, I have Jewel Mint. I usually pretty much skip every month, as I've stated in a previous video, unless it's just something I'm just like, okay. But I usually wait to do it when they have like a coupon code out. But pretty much, I actually did skip the month of December. I got on my computer and physically skipped the month, and I still got charged. And I know I skipped the month because it said I successfully skipped the month. And then I got charged. Yeah. So I was just like, all right, whatever. The necklace that I wanted was the gold lame necklace. I didn't end up getting that because it was sold out. And I was just like, I could wait. They had this option where you could get like a notification if it came back in. And I was just like, all right, well, I'll look around, see if there's anything else. This month they had like some mystery box, and pretty much I think you got like 3 to 4 or 3 to 5 pieces, at least 3 guaranteed pieces in your box. And apparently they had one like the month before, and for like Black Friday and stuff. And I looked up to see what people were getting. It seemed like everybody was getting like pretty different things. So I've only worn one piece of it, and this is like slightly different because none of the things have names when you open the box. Usually, Jewel Mint, they like to put the name of it and give a little story behind the piece and what design the piece was. So there is this square bracelet. Now this bracelet is really heavy. It has like black and turquoise and a little bit of pearl type of enamel going all around. It is a very detailed piece that I actually really like. And I was surprised because when I looked on YouTube for other people's mystery box, mystery bag, whatever type of thing from Jewel Mint, a lot of pieces I was just like, oh, I do not like that. Now, initially I thought I received 3 pieces, but once I took, the little foam and velvet thingy out, I realized that there were 4 pieces. So this is another piece. This is a pretty delicate type of necklace. It's a little bit longer. When I wear it, it stops maybe like an inch before my belly button. And mind you, I'm very tall. I have mostly legs, but my torso is pretty long as well. You can double it to, make it shorter. I mean, obviously it's not going to, I don't know, maybe I can't double it. But, I mean, if you had like a smaller head or whatever, you probably could double it. But yeah, this is something like a pretty simple piece. And this is probably something that I would not have normally picked. But it definitely is something that I do like. And I don't know how they're picking these mystery bags, like based off stuff you bought, based off your profile. I don't know. Then, there is this other necklace. And it has like a little flowered flask. And I didn't even realize it was flowers. But I didn't realize that Jewel Mint, they do have like very detailed pieces. Like it's flower and some type of checkerboard. And then it's supposed to look like a little bit old. So if you look closely, some of the checkerboard pieces are like kind of like more raised, and then the less raised ones are like darker on the inside. And then on the top of the flask, I want to say it's kind of like a little pearl type of thing, and you can actually twist off the cap. Not like you can actually put anything in here because it's only the size of this pen, but you can actually twist off the cap. And I do tend to like slightly longer necklaces, and when I do wear a shorter one, I usually like to be chunky. I mean, it can go either way with me. I'm not. I'm very kind of specific when it comes to types of jewelry I wear. I do have quite a few necklaces, even though earrings is kind of more my thing. I just feel like when you have big lips, you need big earrings. They need to be shown. Like right now, today, you can't see my earrings because I don't know. But these are like my favorite earrings. I think I got these for either 380 or 480 from Forever 21. I also have the ones with the pink, light pink in the middle. As far as I know, it only came in those two colors, but they were not expensive at all. Then this last piece was this charm bracelet, and it just has different random charms. There is an Eiffel Tower, and the charms alternate. Some of them are gold, some of them are silver. So the Eiffel Tower is silver. This is some type of leaf branch thing, and it actually has like little green stones. Then there's a star. I don't know what this is supposed to be. If anybody who has this, let me know what it's supposed to be. Then they have a set of lips with rhinestones on it. They have a pair of roller skates. And then, oh wait, they have a lightning bolt, gold lightning bolt. And then they have a little silver type of old-fashioned perfume bottle. Overall, I am pleasantly surprised with the mystery bag. Will I ever do a mystery bag again? It's quite possible because I do actually like the pieces that I got. Like I said, they weren't necessarily something that I would get for myself, but I got 4 jewel mint pieces for $29.99, which I do love that price point. Now, what else? Oh, okay. I recently took a trip to Ulta, and I was looking for the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. I saw it and I was disappointed because I mean I knew it was 6 colors, but like when I saw them up close, I felt like they were for someone who had a lighter skin tone, because the only thing I would be able to do is pretty much mix the black with something to get a nude color. I love Urban Decay. That's probably one of my top 5 makeup brands to buy because their products, they do work well. They last for a long time. I mean, I'm happy they have a wider range in their foundations. However, when I saw the palette, it was $27, which is definitely cheaper than all the other Naked palettes. Those palettes were always probably about maybe just pretty much like $50. So it definitely was a lower price point, but it definitely was smaller. It had like 6 eyeshadows in it, and they were matte. And I really wanted an all matte Naked palette, but I wanted a wider range of colors, like as far as neutral colors. And I just felt like it just pretty much looked like all the colors that were in the Naked 2 palette, but just mattified with different names. Even though I do feel like the black that was in the Naked 2 palette is darker than the black that's in the Naked Basics palette. So overall, I was disappointed. So it was a girl at Ulta who, I'm assuming she was like some type of representative for Stila, or that was like the thing she was supposed to get people to buy, because she was already helping someone at the Stila section. I always pretty much just browse at the Stila section. They do have, pretty decent makeup products, as far as like eyeliners and stuff like that, in my opinion. I'm not necessarily a big fan of their eyeshadows, but she convinced me to try the Stila In The Know shadow palette. We have 10 colors, and they're all matte. I did use, yeah, see. So I did use some of the colors. Like I used this one, which is called Fire. Of course I used the black, but they're all matte. I actually really wasn't like wowed with this one either. It was a little bit more. It was $40. But I mean, you do get a better range of colors. I just, I don't know. I just wish that Urban Decay would did a better job. Like this fire color really is like some type of orange, and I kind of feel like it's hard to pull off. Most still, well, this palette came with like a little booklet, pretty much explaining to you some looks that you can do, and I tried to do one, but it didn't look how like I wanted to do like this one, like nice and simple, and it did not come out the way I wanted it to, because that orange is like orange, like when you put it on your eyes. It also came with some type of Stila pencil in like a gray. Yeah, in a gray. This is a smudge stick waterproof liner, and this color is called Half Moon. It's one of those retractable type eyeliners, which I do like these products. So, I mean, this definitely boosted up my ratings on this product just because it had this. Stila does have, pretty decent eyeliners. So out of a 10 scale, 10 being the highest, I would say I would give this product like a 6.5, 7. Now, oh yeah, I got one more thing. This is probably the second thing that I've purchased from Tarte. It's not necessarily like I needed another like cream blush or cream color base, but I do hear a lot of things about the Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes. I saw those, and for one, the blushes are like $25, right? The colors that I would naturally be drawn to as far as blushes are typically like peaches, oranges, corals, whatever the case may be. I still felt like, in my opinion, they were too light and not really pigmented for someone who's my skin tone. I definitely feel like it was geared more towards someone of a lighter skin tone. So I saw these Air Blush Maracuja Bouncy Blush. I got the color in Shimmering Poppy, which is one of the darker colors, and it is a type of coral. I feel like, well, for me personally, like I want to like the NARS Orgasm and the NARS Super Orgasm blushes and all that other stuff, but the color payoff for my skin tone is not that great. It's too sheer a lot of times. It could probably be used as some type of highlighter, but it's not a blush for, in my opinion, for someone who's my skin color or darker. However, this is one of those blushes that is a cream product that is very light. It's very feathery, I guess, bouncy or whatever the case may be. As soon as you touch it, like it definitely puts, your finger definitely puts a dent in it. It is light shimmer, but it kind of dries to like a powder. So it's like, in my opinion, it's like a cream to powder type of finish. And I do like this product. I just wish, maybe it's just I'm applying it too lightly, because I like to build, like just put a little bit and build, put a little bit and build. But sometimes I don't have time for that. So I do feel like this is one of those buildable products. Would I buy another one if they came out with other colors? Possibly, but being that there's like 4 colors or 5 colors, I want to say, this will probably be the only one of this type of blush from Tarte that I will buy. So I also stopped at, I was looking for this product. I used to watch Pixie Woo back when I first really got into YouTube. Then I stopped. And then I started watching it again because, her things had coming up into my feed. And then I was like, all right, let me just watch and see what's going on. And she did this tutorial that I really liked the look. And apparently I don't know, she wore this somewhere, I think, to some type of event. And she had, and I hope that this is the pencil because I didn't rewatch the video since I bought this pencil. This is the NARS Train Bleu, like French blue. Not like French blue, but like how you say blue in French. Velvet Matte Lip Pencil. This thing was like $24. I went to, for those of you who are from New Jersey or familiar with New Jersey, I went to Garden State Mall and I was like, all right, let me go to Sephora, see what they have. I want to see if they had the OCC lip tar since Sephora now sells them. Mind you, on the website, they don't have like as bright of colors as OCC sells on their website. I really want some OCC lip tars to try them, but I mean, I guess I'll just have to wait until they come into a local Sephora near me. They had like 3, all the colors I did not want, and that was it. So I didn't get them, and I was just like, all right, let me see if I can try to find it. So I went to the NARS little gondola or whatever inside Sephora, and they only had the sample. They were out of this color, and I was actually pretty pissed off. So there is a JCPenney in Garden State Plaza, and they also have like a little Sephora. They also had a NARS gondola, but it was smaller. They did not have this pencil. They never got it. They only had like 4 colors versus how Sephora probably had like 8. So then I was just like, all right, because Garden State Plaza, they surprisingly they do not have a MAC store. I think there's a MAC counter connected to the Macy's. I don't know if there's one in Bloomingdale's or in those other stores, but I know it's one with the Macy's and there's one with the Nordstrom. So I was like, all right, listen, I was, going somewhere. So I was like, all right, let me stop at Nordstrom since it was like on the way over there. And the makeup floor was already on the floor that I was on, so I didn't have to travel far. I was like, oh, they have a NARS counter. I also could have went to Lord & Taylor because they have a pretty decent Lord & Taylor who sells NARS products as well. But I went inside Nordstrom. But wait, Lord & Taylor doesn't have MAC, and I wanted to, kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So I went there looking for this, and actually a MAC girl had helped me because the one NARS girl that was there was busy helping some other lady. She pretty much ignored me and the MAC girl, so I needed help. So she looked for this for me. Now, I wore this already. Yes, it is beautiful. Yes, it is dark. It is kind of like a dark berry color. Love this color. Would I buy more of these? Yes, because lately I really have been into matte lipsticks, and MAC does not make enough matte lipsticks, so I've been finding other alternatives. I know that I really like NARS products. It's in my top list as far as, lip products and all those other things. So yes, I would buy this again. That's the only thing I got from NARS. But as you guys know, like I said, I went to MAC. So I got 2 colors that I don't own in my collection. Do I have things like it? Probably. But I just want to see what the hype was about because I don't own them and I want to see what they're about. So I purchased Saint Germain. And Saint Germain is an amplified. And I'm surprised I didn't buy it before because amplifieds and, is some of my favorite finishes. Saint Germain is a, pretty bubblegum pink. It's not quite like Lady Gaga's lipstick, but amplified creams are like one of the best ones as far as like moisturizing and all that. And it's just, for anybody, like Saint Germain is just a really nice color. I also purchased Myth, which is a satin. Now, when I've seen people who liked Myth, like I watched Jerseylicious, and actually it's coming back on in January. I'm kind of excited. Tracy, one of my favorite characters on Jerseylicious, she wears Myth. Now, she used to be, she still is kind of tan, but she used to be very, very tan, and I feel like she used to just wear concealer on her lips. But she said that Myth is one of her favorite colors. And Myth is one of those nudes that is more of a brownie beige base. If you're not careful, it can wash you out. When I do see people of lighter skin tones wear Myth, it does just look like... I don't like the way it looks. It's not like the type of... Like, I personally prefer peachy nudes. But this actually does work for me. Not peachy nudes, pinky nudes. This really does do the trick. I definitely do wear a lip liner with it, and I pretty much wear a lip gloss that is along the same color lines without any pink, and I like the way it looks, surprisingly. I just want to see what the big deal was. It's it's definitely more one of those brown toned nudes. Now, for those of you who have been following me for a while, I do also like Inglot a lot. And it's just that Inglot, being that's all the way in Garden State Mall, is not necessarily the easiest to get to. But when I got discouraged about not being able to find the NARS pencil at first, I went in there to see, do they have like a matte, dark, purple berry tape lipstick? Because I just wanted it to be matte. Like, I was just determined I need to find a matte one. The girl told me no, but she said I can show you how to make one. I said, okay, fine. Now, I mean, I do freelance. I don't do as often as I would like, but pretty much what I would use as a mixing medium would be like eye drops. I do have, I mean, other things to mix. Like I can make my own lip gloss. I can mattify things with the MAC matte gel thingy, but I don't know if that's safe to use on the lips. I mostly just use it on my skin itself. But Inglot has this product called Duraline. And on the back it says Duraline is a special transforming liquid that will turn any Inglot powder eyeshadow into a liquid formulation. That is true. The few videos I saw on YouTube about this product, they did talk about it as far as turning other eyeshadows into like a gel liner. Pretty much it looks like this. It has a little thingy on top where you can pull the product up into the thing and then you pull it out and it's clear. You really only need a few drops of this stuff to do whatever you need to do. So she showed me how to do it with a purple pigment, and this is a body pigment powder in color 253. I do own, I think, a yellow Inglot pigment. I don't know if I own any more. Maybe a blue one too. But yeah. So it's color 253. It is a dark purple. And when you put it on your lips, this is probably close to what color can I think of? Like a matte color. It's probably close to Shadowy Lady or something along that lines. When it dries, mind you, you have to, when you're putting it on your lips, as far as like trying to matte down this eyeshadow to make it into a lip color, you need to use a brush and you need to mix this well to make it into a type, consistency to put on your lips. You need to work fast because it does dry fast and it will stay on your lips for a very long time. Like you physically need to get makeup remover to take it off of your lips. Usually I'll just use a makeup wipe, or eventually it would just come off, throughout the day, but it does stay on for a long time. I have not tried it with adding a lip gloss to it, like just to see what the effect will be, but it is matte. Now I will say that this color, number 253, which I did purchase along with this, I guess it's a blue-based purple because maybe it could have just been the lighting inside the Inglot store, but I feel like it looked pretty blue. If you want to see a tutorial about how I use this and this or any other powder product that I use, let me know. And I think that's it. That's it for all I bought recently. I will be back with more videos. Merry Christmas to everyone who celebrates Christmas, Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year. Everyone be safe. And by the way, today is the 20th, Sunday. It's going to make 10 weeks that I have not had a relaxer. And for me, it's getting a little rough. It's getting a little rough. I will say that. Bye.